Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we are diving into the n8n interface. This is the absolute basics you need to know before building any workflow. If you are brand new to n8n, this video is for you. Let's get started. So, what exactly is the n8n interface is? Think of it as your automation workspace where everything happens. It's got three main parts you need to understand: the canvas, where you actually build your workflows; nodes, which are your building blocks; and executions, where you see your results. Once you get these three, you are good to go. Let me show you what I mean. Here you have got your navigation. The first one, overview. This is main overview. You can see, you can manage everything. You can see the recent activities. This is our brand new interface, so now my data is showing here in this interface. The second is personal. So here the first menu is workflows. We will see here all the list of workflow which we are going to create. The second is credentials. This is the place where we store our, this is secure place where we store our credentials, which we use for connecting our apps. Okay. The third one is execution. This is where our executions will show up. And the fourth is data table. This is for storing the structured data of workflows and matrices. And here, this is admin panel. This is global system and user management interface. We can see our dashboard. We can update our versions. We can manage all these settings. But these are not going to cover in this video, because our we will cover those things which we must know before creating our first workflow. Okay, so let's get back to our canvas. Let me show you what is canvas. First up, the canvas. This is your main workspace, your playground. You drag nodes here, connect them together, and create your automation flow. It's an infinite workspace, so you can zoom in, zoom out, pan around, whatever you need. Everything you build live here. Let me show you how it's look like in an action. What is canvas? Okay, there are two options. We can try with an AI, but for the now, I just try this. Start from scratch. Okay, when we start, this interface will be displayed. This is called canvas. This one. Okay, this is our canvas. So this empty space is your canvas. Let me add a node. This is node. Okay, I can quickly add this one. I can drag draw. I can fix it like this. This is our zoom to fit option. We can zoom in, zoom out our nodes. See, this is manual trigger node. Let me add set node 1. This is another node. I can connect each other by simply these dots. So that's how data will flow. Now, what are nodes? Simple. A node is one action in your workflow. Each node does one specific task. Could be send an email, get data from a separate sheet, or post to Slack. You connect these nodes together and boom, you have got automation. N8n has over 800 plus nodes available. So there is pretty much a node for everything. Let me show you how you can add nodes. This plus icon, when you press this icon, it will open this panel. You can explore nodes by clicking this arrow as well. And same as there is search bar in the top, you can search any node which you want to add. Let's suppose search Gmail. Okay. When I search Gmail, see all the Gmail actions appears. See, there are 26 actions for Gmail node, so we can do whatever we want. We can simply click the node, it will be added, and we need to configure further parameters for this, and all the data uh, depends on our requirement. Okay, if we want to organize our workflow, we can simply click this one, zoom to fit, it will fit. And also this one td up option will organize these nodes. Okay, so Types of nodes. There are three main types of nodes you will use. Trigger nodes. These start your workflow, like when I receive an email or every day at 9 a.m. The action nodes, these do the actual work, like sending messages or updating database. And core nodes, these are n8n's built-in utilities. Things like if conditions, set data, or code nodes. Don't worry about memorizing this. You will learn as you build. Here is where you find each type. Let me tell you types of node. The first one is trigger node. It can be any node here, like webhook node, on message receive node, okay, like on form submission trigger. There are lots of triggers node exist. See, this is option as well for triggering. See, there are lots of triggers options. Okay, and these are core nodes. Code node, data table, HTTP. These are core nodes. Okay, and same as the third one was the action nodes. All the let me say like select. Okay, these are all action nodes. Okay, which actually perform the action. After selection, we need to configure these settings. First of all, we need to connect our credentials and then resources operation. We will learn in upcoming videos how we can configure nodes. Depends on our requirement and needs. So last main part is executions. This is your workflow history. Every time your workflow runs, it shows up here. You can see if it succeeded or failed, what data flowed through each node and debug any problems. This is super helpful when something breaks and you need to figure out why. Let me run a simple workflow so you can see what executions look like. Okay, now let's see what is execution. Okay, like first of all, execute workflow. So workflow executed successfully. Now we can see our execution in this tab. See, executions. There are two executions. The error means the execution was failed, and the second is execution succeeded. So it's mean our executions successfully executed. We can open and we can select and open the execution data and debug and fix what was the issue. So this the first execution error was with this node which is select. The error is that we have not configured our credentials. It was not connected, so that's why it's ran to an error. And the second one is this was just test execution. I have removed the select option and it's executed successfully. That's how it will work. And that's it. You now understand the n8n interface, canvas, nodes, and executions. In the next video, we will actually build our first real workflow from scratch. If this was helpful, hit subscribe so you don't miss it. Full written tutorial is linked in the description. See you in the next one. Thanks.